Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Rockwood part number 458 BRS. This is a kick-down door holder in a cast zinc base material with a brass emulated finish. And the 458 is the 3-hole version. This is a common door holder because not only of its 3-hole mount, but it's basically 4-inch size. There are 4-inch and then there are 5-inch models. There are 3-hole models and then there are 4-hole models. This is by far the most common that I think you're going to bump into in the world. Available in the BRS for brass, BRZ for dull chrome, and CRM for a shiny chrome. It's all cast zinc. Zinc gives a bit of weight to the item and affords a relatively decent finish. A hallmark of the Rockwood kickdown door holder series is the fact that this bumper is replaceable. That's a 461B, and there's a link below this video to that replacement bumper. And I would very much recommend, if you have high volume on your door, I'd order a replacement stop just to begin with, just to have it, because you'll need it eventually. Especially if the installation's not correct. If too much of the tip, the leading tip, or the back tip is presented to the floor like a concrete sill, that will definitely wear on you, and you'll notice that. And you'll get to the point where that will completely wear off, and then it'll start to, just a metal post will be presented to the floor. So if you've got high volume, like the front door of your favorite package delivery service that takes shipments for you, they'll prop that door open and move 30 packages at once, and they'll do that, 50 times a day. So little guys like this will take a beating. Screws are included in a complementary finish. Let's go over some dimensional properties, and there is a link below this video to the template. Let's go over that now. That template's going to show us that the center to center on these two holes is 1 1/8, which would be on the bottom naturally, and that appears to be accurate. 1 1/4 center on the vertical location, and that too is accurate. That's a piece of flat spring that's back here because of the horn or the elbow that's here. When that's brought up, that's going to flex that flat spring to keep that in place. Okay. There is also a link below this video to the product brochure, and that's very handy because it will allow you to review the other door holders from Rockwood. Again, the 458, incredibly common. If it's a 3-hole version, it's going to be a 458. Made of zinc. They do not have a brass version of this. Not that they don't exist. Rockwood just doesn't have it. If you need a brass version of this, reach out to us, meaning the base material is made of brass. If you want the 4-hole version, you'll be looking at the 460 model if you want it to be a lower cost cast aluminum material onto which they can do different emulated finishes. If you're looking for something made of solid brass in your finish of choice, satin chrome, polished chrome, your brasses, your bronzes, you'd be at the 461 for a 4-inch version or the 461L for the longer version, which is generally called 5-inch, even though it's dimensionally short on 5-inch. Now the 458 that we have is considered a 4-inch model, and that's really from the center line of the pivot pin there to the bottom of the unit, and that's where that's going to come into play. Absolutely not to be used on fire-rated doors. The cardinal rule, one of the 2 cardinal rules, is that fire-rated doors must be self-closing, and this of course would prevent a self-closing operation on a fire-rated door, but would be very appropriate for use on those doors where you would have some occasional need to hold a door open, making or taking a delivery, mentioned earlier. You will absolutely find that the solid brass versions are more robust. The pin up here that holds it all together, which is what's going to fatigue if the flat spring doesn't fatigue first, those will fatigue with enough use and break, and then the darn thing won't stay in the up position. Time for a replacement at that point. You'll find that the solid brass versions are more robust. The material's heavier, the components are heavier as a result of that. The screws are more robust as well. So, and plus if you need an architectural finish, if you need a true oil rub bronze, you'd be looking at a 4-hole version from Rockwood. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Rockwood products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Now, I'm a fan of Rockwood products, and it's because, well, they're a well-oiled machine. They have an exceptional confluence of fantastically qualified technical support, fantastically qualified customer service, prompt, reliable, predictable shipping lead times. They have, for an incredibly large trim and auxiliary manufacturer, their quality control is exceptional, because every time I see the material from them, 99.99% of the time, the finish is just exceptional. Very unusual for me to get a bad finish from Rockwood. Very unusual. And that counts. Trim and auxiliary, you see that hardware, whether it's a kick plate, push and pull hardware, or just a inexpensive door holder like the 458. So as a result, I'm partial to Rockwood. Any questions on the 458 and a BRS finish, kickdown door holder, or any other Rockwood product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.